One of those sayings I like is physiology is complex, but actions are relatively simple. Right? We could have a long, drawn out, probably boring to most of you discussion about the effects of protein and how much leucine you need and all this other stuff. And we'll give you a short rundown of that coming up. But at the end of the day, the client actions are pretty darn simple. Hey, Bob, you should eat more protein. Oh, okay. How much more? Here's about how much you should eat. And then it comes down to, do you have that available? Right. So a little bit more food prep, simple stuff. Again, the same thing applies to exercise technique. We could discuss all day about the best technique to deadlift the most amount of weight, to muscle contraction, rate coding, external versus internal cues, blah, blah, blah. All that can be useful, but you're going to translate that to what do you tell the client? Okay, we've got your setup on your deadlift. Good. Okay, now stand up, right? The actions that we want them to do and even the cues that we use are going to be simple. If we rattle off 7 things for them to keep in their head as they're trying to do a deadlift, it's going to look more like a pooping dog than a deadlift, right? So those things are important. We do want to understand the physiology. It's complex, it's ever changing, but the job of a coach is to translate that into the correct actions, which end up being simple. So to me, coaches are glorified translators. I don't mean that in like a negative sense at all. We want to know all that stuff, but we're going to translate it into the next action that is simple for the client to do. Because the better and more correct the action is, and ideally more simple it is, compliance on the participant side, the person we're coaching, is going to be much, much higher.